Sid Meier's Civilization has quickly become recognized as a computer gaming classic, and it's just as popular now as it was 3.5 years ago. Since the beginning, every Civ junkie out there has wished for one thing: a multiplayer version. That wish will come true this summer when Microprose releases CivNet. We recently had a chance to speak with the Civ guru himself, Sid Meier, about what we will see and what we won't. CivNet will be a Windows game running in WinG for the best performance. Naturally, the graphics will be in high res and the interface will be changed to take advantage of the Windows environment. Timed games will be added for lunch hour Civ contests. There will also be a full terrain editor as well as an editor to let you customize the look of your king. What you won't find in CivNet is a new game. The design team has gone to great pains to preserve the play mechanics of the original game. All the new features and toys will be geared toward making the multiplayer aspect more manageable and fun.
The ability to have more communication between the players. I mean, it's more, now that we have humans playing all the other civilizations instead of the computer, there are a lot more things you might want to say to them, make treaties, negotiate, kind of make plans and things like that. So we've enhanced that part of the game. There's the ability to kind of put your own face on your leader now that other people will be seeing your king. So we put some things in like that. So most of the changes that we've made are specifically because this is now a multiplayer game.
One area of Civ that will get a modest tweaking is the city display. This wasn't the most user-friendly design in the earlier versions of Civilization, but slight changes in CivNet should make it a little easier to deal with. Most notably, the display showing the production on your city's surrounding squares has been made more prominent, and the happiness of your citizens is now easier to read. With up to 7 humans playing at once, CivNet will test your people skills as well as your tactics. Diplomacy will take on a whole new role, with players forming alliances with each other, and more importantly, breaking them.
What's different and unique about this version is going to be the ability to play with other humans and see how your strategy works against other people's strategies, and how you are not only as a general or an economist or whatever, but how well you are in dealing with other people and making treaties and just getting other people to go along with your plans and things like that. So it adds a new dimension, which is the human-to-human dimension, which is what we're accentuating with Network Civ.
The biggest problem facing the team was how to alter the turn system to fit a multiplayer game. Waiting for 6 other people to take their turns is obnoxious, and true real-time play would turn the game into something totally new. Finally, a compromise was found: simultaneous movement.
We did not want to have a game where you would take a turn, then you wait a while before other people took their turns, and then it was your turn again. So in that situation, you'd be waiting the majority of the time. So we altered the turn sequence so that everybody could be taking their turn simultaneously. And what that means is that when you're moving a piece, for example, in the original Civ, you could be guaranteed that the piece that you were about to attack, would still be there a minute later in your turn. But in this new game, that person who's running that other civilization might decide to move that unit or whatever. So the timing of your moves and what you do first and what you do later in your turn becomes more important because everybody's taking their turn together.
With up to 6 human opponents all scheming and plotting your death, you'll need to keep an eye out. To help, you'll be allowed to have up to 8 map windows open at once.
Whereas in the original Civ, you were looking at one area of the map. In multiplayer Civ, you can create multiple windows to look at various areas, specifically because you may be working in one area of the map, but someone else who's playing the game might be doing things in another area, and since it can all be going on at the same time, you might want to keep an eye on what somebody else is doing while you make your moves in a different area. So you are able to bring up different windows to look at the areas of the map that you want to look at. One probably where you're actually doing your things, and other windows where you're watching what the other players are doing.
CivNet should be a dream come true to all us die-hard Civilization fans. It has just about every conceivable option for fine-tuning the multiplayer games to everyone's taste. You can even play open games, where the extra players can join in and take over an empire from the computer AI. With all this going for it, CivNet is sure to be one of the biggest hits of the summer,